Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. In today's video I'm going to talk about some harsh K-pop truths or hard to swallow K-pop pills I think everyone needs to hear. Now this is all coming from an old fan and based on my experiences in the K-pop fandom. Let's start. K-pop companies care about money. I think this is pretty obvious. Companies care about making a profit. They don't care about the fans' wants and feelings unless it gives them money. Yeah, harsh but true. They don't care about your faves' untouched potential unless there's money involved. Not everyone is gonna like your faves, and that's ok. This is honestly applicable to any areas of lives. But people not liking your faves doesn't make them dumb or tasteless, it's just taste and preferences. For example, I like EXO and Blackpink, and I know a lot of people don't like them, but that's their prerogative. I'm not gonna get mad over it or try to convince them. You can criticize and not like everything from your faves. Yes, you can dislike songs from your ults. Yes, you can think some of their releases weren't it. You should be able to love something and still be able to be critical about it. An example, I love Harry Potter, but it has a lot of issues and recognize them. Rookies will get more promos than senior groups. So I see a lot of older groups fans complain when rookies get more promos, and I'm just like, your group has an established fandom, the noobs don't, and that's why the company is pushing them. It annoys me that older fans start whining over everything they didn't get when their fave were rookies. And all have to say is time changes, there's new trends and a way more saturated market. Token groups exist. Solo controversial. Boy group stans usually are the ones that do this. They choose a girl group to stan until this group becomes too big or don't release what they like and then drop them. This happened with Blackpink before 2018 and again with Red Velvet when they dropped Bad Boy. Popularity over talent. I think we all know amazing artists that get little to no attention, and some groups we think aren't all that get a shit ton of love. Well, the music industry in general is more popularity focused than actual talent. If it was really talent-driven, people like Selena and Justin wouldn't be so big. Visuals are important. Let's be honest, a lot of people stan cause of looks. And I mean a lot. If this wasn't true, Instagram wouldn't be dominated by attractive people. Also, visuals are one of the key points of K-pop. You're not special for only standing one group. Now let me explain, you can totally stan just one group, and there's nothing wrong with that. What's annoying is when this I just stan one group stans brag about it and hate on other groups and clown multis. This is such a K-pop thing to do. You'll never see someone do this in other genres. Most idols are overhyped. Yeah, have you ever heard nothing but love and praise for a group to check them out and be like, huh, this is it? Well, most groups are very overhyped by their fans, and it's to be expected. They love them, so of course they'll hype them up. So I recommend taking things with a grain of salt. K-pop groups can coexist. So this isn't the Hunger Games. A lot of groups can be successful and thriving at the same time. There's no need to make everything a competition. BTS and EXO are both thriving, same with Blackpink and Twice. There's no need for a superior winner. And honestly, the people who do that just come off as annoying toddlers. There's enough seats at the table for everyone. Shipping isn't bad unless you're a delulu. Thinking two people look cute together isn't inherently bad, and it's pretty normal. Especially in fandom spaces. The problem arises when you delude yourself into thinking it's real when it's just a fantasy. Idols are real people with real feelings, not paper dolls to dump your fantasies on. I think you can ship and still be conscious enough to know that your ship is not real, and accept that. And if you can't do that, then you took shipping way too far. Mismanagement or not getting what you want. Let's have a talk. Is your fave really being mismanaged by their company, or are you just unhappy that they are not doing what you want them to do? Lots of fans tend to have manager/mom tendencies and want the world for their faves and want to control that and get frustrated the company isn't doing that for them. We see this a lot lately. K-pop groups have a short shelf life. Yeah, harsh truth bomb coming here. Most K-pop groups have a very short shelf life, and it's due to the fast and oversaturated nature of the industry. Most groups, if lucky, reach 7 years. Very few groups survive disbandment. So don't stress, talk much, enjoy your faves while you still have them. Solo activities are way more important than you think. So going off the previous opinion, if your fave group disbands, All the members will have to focus on their own solo career. And if some members never had solo activities, it's gonna be very hard to survive the industry. Cause the public doesn't know them. This is only harder if the members weren't popular in the group. It is why getting any form of solo activities while the group's active is so important. K-pop fans are spoiled. After getting into C-pop, I realized how spoiled K-pop fans are. Most K-pop fans gets an overwhelming amount of content. From music, stages, lives, selfies, and more. And yet you still want more and get mad if it's not perfect. I'm lucky if my C-pop faves remember to update their wayv once a year. Western artists release an album every 2 years. K-pop fans get double the music well unless you're like me and stan your groups. Some companies treat y'all like ateez. I'm not gonna drop names cause I don't wanna start ish, but some companies be releasing a lot of pointless stuff for fans cause they know some of y'all will sell out anything with your fave's face on it. I'm poor, so that can't be me. The toxic fans are not always the young fans. I think the general consensus is that the young fans are the problematic ones, but the truth is older fans can be just as immature and annoying as the young fans. Award shows are popularity contests. I made a whole video on this subject that flopped. Most award show are rigged. They want views, so they'll give it to people who GW's the views. Also, music is subjective and can't really be evaluated, so we use chart and sales, which again are always reigned by the popular groups. And there's the fact that a lot of these shows depend on voting, so yeah, they are popularity contests, and this isn't exclusive to K-pop, it's a music industry thing. There's no rules in stanning. Yeah, there's legit no rules for stanning. There's no fandom police. You don't have to know how many moles each member has to be considered a fan. If you like their music and think of yourself as fan, you're a fan. K-pop is unfair. Life is unfair, so K-pop will also be unfair. And I know it's frustrating to see unfairness happen to your faves. But sadly, that's just how life is, and sorry if this is very depressing and nihilistic. K-pop is heavily inspired by pop. So yeah, a lot of K-pop is very heavily inspired on Western pop, just with some added flair. K-pop takes a lot from other genres of music like R&B, hip-hop, house, and club music, and more. K-pop takes a lot of influence from the pop trends in various aspects such as musically, outfits, and more. K-pop fans move like a cult. Let's be real. Some K-pop fandoms move like cults, completely dedicated and obsessed with their faves. It's kinda scary, especially online. There's so much mob mentality in K-pop. And honestly, this what these companies wanted: loyal fanbases that will do anything for their groups. 8. International fans are just as bad as Korean fans. In the international K-pop fandom, there seems to be a sense of superiority over the quote-unquote crazy and possessive Korean fans. When in reality, a lot of fans are just as bad, if not worse. Hating on a group won't make your group successful. Yeah, you hate Blackpink or Beats. I'm using them as an example and actively send them hate and negative comments. Well, sorry to break it to you, but hating on them won't make your group succeed. Wasting your energy on people you don't like is counterproductive when you can use that energy to hype and help your own faves. I think you all didn't learn anything from Mean Girls. You don't know these idols, and they don't know you. Sigh. No matter how real and authentic some idols might act on camera, you still don't know the real them. You don't know their thoughts, the stuff they want, and more. And they don't know you. It's just K-pop, Greg. At the end of the day, it's all just K-pop. I think we all use it as an escape from our own lives. And it's not meant to be that deep. So taking it so seriously honestly won't really help your experience. Just treat as a hobby. Leave when it get overwhelming and come back when you feel better. So those were all the harsh truths or hard to swallow K-pop pills I could think of. If I think of more, I might make a part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and tell me what harsh K-pop truths do you guys have or think I glossed over. I'd love to see them. Please remember to stay safe, stream your faves, and to take of yourselves. Bye.